he did not shoot a gun, all right? On October 26, 2018, and guys, don't worry, I'm going to hit you with the Metal Gear Solid thing every time suspect happens, all right? So on October 26th, this Affy, along with Detective Toyota, made contact with Dontavius Wither, okay, who initially identified himself as Dontavius Williams at 18521 Southwest 44th Street. This is the last known residence of the victim. So now they go and talk to a potential witness, okay, guys, so you guys know what's going on here. So step one, they go to the alleged crime scene, process it, no evidence. So at this point, the detectives are like, what the hell's going on? So now they're going to start interviewing people to try to figure out what the story is, okay? So... this is the last known residence of where the victims lived, right? So this guy, Williams, this witness, aka Wither, right? We'll just call him Wither, okay? Wither says they, Henry, Melly, Thomas Williams, right? The two victims and Henry and Demons, aka Melly, were at a recording studio in Fort Lauderdale and all left together in two separate vehicles, okay? Wither stated he arrived a little ahead of the victims at the aforementioned residence. Wither stated it wasn't until later that he found out his friends were shot. Wither said that Demons, aka, remember guys, Melly, was in his vehicle, a red Mitsubishi, and the gray Jeep was occupied by Henry Williams and Thomas. So remember guys, they were driving in a Jeep. The murder occurred in a Jeep. But Withers is over here saying that Melly was with him in his red Mitsubishi, okay? And Henry also stated that Melly was not with him in the vehicle. Okay, so this is very important. You got two people here saying that Melly was not in the Jeep. Okay, so they go. So the police asked Withers if they knew the location of Melly, because at this point they want to talk to Melly, right? And he stated he did not. However, it was later discovered that Withers was lying to the Affian, aka the detective, and Withers had just come from a residence of Frederick Givens, aka Fredo Bang, and had been in the presence of demons. Okay. All right, so that's another red flag. We got witnesses lying now. All right, so we got one story that's not adding up with the guy that was driving the car, Henry, and then now Withers' story isn't checking out either. The location of so next they go to the recording studio. All right, hold on, let me just open this here. Make sure y'all are good in the chat, my ninjas. All right. And yo, guys, give me some fire emojis in the chat if you guys are enjoying this breakdown. We're not even getting to the good stuff yet, man. Oh, Lord. We're really about to break this bad boy down. And what I'm trying to do is I read this affidavit for you guys. I'm trying to give you guys what the detectives were doing as they were taking each investigative step, okay? Because I want you to kind of learn how police run investigations. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Let's keep going on this bad boy. So you got two stories that aren't adding up, right? So now they're going to go to the recording studio. The location of the recording studio is identified as 805 Northeast 4th Street, okay, in Fort Lauderdale, which is about 30 minutes from here, actually, guys. I'm very familiar with the studio. A lot of artists go record over there. Detectives Toyota and Bertrand made contact with management on 10/26/2018. The manager of the studio, Albert Price, confirmed the victims were at the recording studio along with Jamel Demons, a.k.a. Melly, guys, and Cortland Henry. The manager provided Toyota and Bertrand access to the studio security cameras. Video evidence shows on 10/26/2018, the aforementioned gray Jeep departed the New Era studio at 3:20 in the morning. Okay? And they mention here the video is behind 1 hour. So the driver was identified as Cortland Henry, right? AKA YNW Bortland. And the left rear passenger was Jamel Demons. So they got this on video, guys. Okay, that he got in the left rear passenger seat behind Bortland. Now remember, guys, Henry never mentioned Melly. Okay, and the other witness, Withers, said that Melly was with him, but now they got video evidence showing that Melly actually got in the Jeep. Okay, let's keep going. The right front passenger was Anthony Williams. Remember, guys, the light-skinned victim. The right front passenger was Anthony Williams, the darker-skinned guy, and the right rear passenger was Christopher Thomas Jr., the lighter-skinned guy, right? So dark-skinned guy in the front, lighter-skinned guy in the back. It should be noted that Demons had a light brown satchel, a.k.a. Melly, hanging down on the left side of his body. The satchel appeared to be weighed down, but the contents were unknown. When Christopher Thomas Jr. departed the studio, he was carrying a black satchel in his left hand. Okay? And just for references again, guys, right? I want you guys to really get this. Let's see here. So Chris Thomas, the guy that was sitting next to Melly, also had a satchel that was weighing down. So potentially he might also have had a gun on him. All right, because they were being weighed down, but we don't know. This is speculation, right? But this is what the detective is telling you is what he saw. Okay. So here we go. The gray Jeep with the above listed individuals, Demons, Henry, Williams, and Thomas, departed the area. So now the detectives have it on video that Melly, his co-defendant, and the two victims departed together. The red Mitsubishi, driven by Withers, was occupied by Adrian Davis and two other individuals followed behind. Okay? So Melly was not in the red Mitsubishi like Withers said. Cap. Okay?
Stop the cap.
Now, so that's number 3 now, right? So stated earlier, Withers said he proceeded directly to his residence in Miramar, okay? This was confirmed by the security cameras at the gatehouse at the Sunset Lakes. This is where he lived, guys. So they actually looked at surveillance footage of the apartment complex he lived at, okay? He lived at. All right. The video surveillance cameras at 1700 Miramar Parkway captured the red Mitsubishi and a dark SUV passing southwest 172nd Ave at 3:46 a.m. This is consistent with the arrival of the red Mitsubishi at the security gates to Sunset Lakes at 3:49. Withers had to stop and be identified to enter the residence by the security guards as observed on video. Okay, why is this important, guys? They're building a timeline now. Okay? They're basically showing you were here, you traveled in this direction. It's going to set the stage for what's going to come next year very soon. You guys are going to see what I'm talking about. So, as you guys see, there's a lot of holes already, right? So what do the police do? They go ahead and get a search warrant. Because now they have conflicting stories and they have probable cause to say, I need to search this car, Judge. Judge, these guys gave us a story. I have 2 dead people. I searched the crime scene. I couldn't find anything. I believe, right, that I am going to find probable cause in this vehicle, right? So this is going to be an easy search warrant. They write up the affidavit, judge signs it, bam, they get a search warrant, right? So now they go and search the Jeep that the 4 individuals were in that we now know were in there. Henry did not tell the police at this point that Melly was in the vehicle with him and we got Withers lying. So obviously the police are on high alert. Now they get the search warrant. Here we go. The vehicle was maintained in a secure garage at the Miramar PD West substation. Okay, so guys, normally when the police sees a vehicle, they'll put it in impound and they'll secure it there pending a search warrant. The vehicle is owned by Enterprise Car Rental and rented by the manager of Demons, a.k.a. Melly, Jameson Francois. The evidence was processed by CSIs Carter and Carroll. Okay, the vehicle had 8 visible projectile holes on the right side of the vehicle. Remember how I told you guys before there were bullet holes on the right-hand side of the car? There was also a projectile hole on the rear lift gate. The vehicle also had visible damage to the interior of the vehicle from projectiles entering from the outside to the inside of the vehicle. A significant amount of blood was on the inside of the passenger side of the vehicle, front and back. Obviously, those are where the 2 victims were shot. All the projectiles entering the vehicle were concentrated to the right side of the vehicle, passenger side. Okay, guys, make a note of that. That's very important. We're going to talk about why this is relevant later on. But the vehicles were on the right. The bullets were all coming from the right-hand side, right? All the evidence was collected and placed into evidence. It should be noted that one single .40 caliber shell casing, Blazer and S&W, was found inside the vehicle on the floorboard of the left rear passenger side. Oh, Lord! All right. If you got shot in a drive-by shooting, how's there a bullet inside the vehicle?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
This was the seat that was utilized by Demons as observed on the video. Okay? This single shell casing also contradicts statements made by Henry stating this incident was a drive-by shooting. This supports the evidence that the victims were shot inside the car first and the projectile holes on the exterior was later staged in an effort to misdirect law enforcement investigation. Oh my God.